Diagram 5 shows 4 points A, B, C, and D on a Cartesian plane. Point A, point B, point C, and point D. It's given that point B, C, D are collinear, means that they lie on the same straight line, such that BC is to CD is equal to 1 is a 3. So for the first part, we want to find the coordinate of D in terms of H. Okay, so let me draw this BCD. Now if we draw it like this, it's easier for us to solve it. Okay, so let this one be B, 2, 6, and this be C, H, 2, and this one be D. We know we want to find the coordinates of D, that be X, Y. So the ratio is 1 is a 3, BC 1, CD 3. Okay, so how do we get the coordinate of D? Let's say if you have a straight line or 3 points, they are collinear, means that they lie on the same straight line. Okay, let's say this point A, point B, point C. The coordinate of B is X, Y. And then this is P, Q, and then this is H, K. The ratio is M is to N. So we know that X, Y is equal to, now we focus on X coordinate first, M times H plus N times Q. This is X coordinate, this is X coordinate, because now we are finding the X coordinate. Then divided by the sum of these two numbers. Do the same thing for the Y coordinate, M times K plus N times Q. N times Q divided by the sum of these two numbers. So this is for X and this is for Y. So now we are going to apply this formula to help us to form an equation first, and then we'll be able to get the coordinate of D in terms of H. Okay, you'll notice that the one I write on left hand side is a coordinate for the point line between the 2 points, right? So I'm going to do the same thing here. Write the H, 2 on the left hand side first, and then apply this formula. Focus on X coordinate first. 1 times X, you get X. Plus 3 times 2, you will get 6. Divided by the sum of these two numbers. Now we go to Y coordinates. 1 times Y, you will get Y plus 3 times 6. Divided by the sum of these two numbers. Now we have formed an equation. Now we just compare. This is equal to this, this is equal to this. And then we isolate the X. We will get X equal to what? And we do the same thing, isolate the Y. Y is equal to what? Then we will be able to get the coordinate of point D. X plus 6 divided by 4 is equal to H, right? So now we want to make the X as a subject. We want to isolate X. X plus 6 is equal to 4H, and X is equal to 4H minus 6. This is the X coordinate for point D. Do the same thing for the Y coordinate. Y plus 18 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Y plus 18 is equal to 8. Y is equal to 8 minus 18, you will get negative 10. Now we got the coordinate of the coordinate of D in terms of H. 4H minus 6. 4H minus 6, comma, negative 10. Okay, these are the coordinate of point D. Now let's go to part 2. Hence, calculate the value of H. We want to find the value of H if the area of triangle ACD is 27 units square. ACD. which is here, A, C, D. So here I'm going to use a shoelace formula to help me to get the value of H. 1 or 2, use a shoelace formula, always start with 1 or 2. If you have 3 vertices, and then we have 4 pair. So the first pair and the last pair are the same. If here we have 4 vertices, then here we have 5 pair. Always make sure the first pair and the last pair are the same. So I'm going to arrange it anti-clockwise. Start from here. You can start from any point, it's totally up to you. -1, 0, and then 4h minus 6, -10, and then h2. Always remember the first pair and the last pair are the same. We need to repeat again the first pair. -1, 0. Okay, it's equal to the area, which is given by the quotient 27, right? Okay, so the 2 here, I'm going to move it here. 27 times 2, I will give 54. And then look at this part. -1 times 10, which is equal to 10. And then plus 4h minus 2 times 2. Plus 0 times h, we will get 0. Okay, then we go to another way, this way. Now this all minus. Minus 0 minus -10h, be careful, even negative it will become positive, and then minus -2, it become +2, and don't forget the modular sign. Okay, here all plus together, and here all minus. Now it's equal to 27 times 2, you will get 54. Okay. Now let me do some expansion over here. So modulus, I still write the modulus signs. 10 plus 8 8h, then minus 12 plus 0 plus 0. Negative become positive. Negative become positive. It's equal to 54. Okay, 10 minus 12, you will get -2. -2 plus 2, you get 0. So this you will get 18h. Okay, so 18h is equal to 54, or 18h is equal to -54. So h is equal to 54 divided by 18, you will get h is equal to 3. So how about this one? H is equal to -54 divided by 18. H is equal to -3. So which one is correct? When we look at the diagram, we know that the H is actually positive, right? H is actually positive. So this one not accepted. H is equal to 3. So means that the coordinate of this is 3, 2. So how about this one? 4 times 3, you will get 12. 12 minus 6, you will get 6. Okay. H is equal to 3. So this is the answer for the second part of part A. Now let's go to part B. P, x, y move such that its distance from point B and point D are equal. So the question asks us to use the distance formula, find the equation of the locus of point P. Okay, so P, x, y, B, 2, 6, D, 6, -10. So the question tells us that the point P from point B and from point D always equal their distance. So PB is equal to PD. Still remember the distance formula? What formula that we use to find the distance between 2 points? X minus 2 square plus y minus 6 square root this whole thing, you will get the distance PB. Do the same thing for PD, x minus 6 square plus y minus negative 10, it becomes y plus 10 square root the whole thing. Okay, this is the distance for PD. So when we square both sides, so we will get this. Let's say if you square, now what do we do next is to get rid of this square root sign. So how do we get rid of this square root sign? We square both sides, right? Oh. Okay, when we square both sides, so we will be able to get rid of the square root sign. So it becomes x minus 2 square plus y minus 6 square is equal to x minus 6 square plus y plus 10 square. So here plus because y minus negative 10. Negative become positive. Okay, for the next step, I'm going to use this formula to help me to do the expansion. A plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So if you see a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay. So this is x squared minus this times 2. You will get 4x. And the last term here always positive. 2 squared you get 4. So do the same thing for the rest. Y squared minus 12y. How do we get 12? Y times 6 times 2 plus 36. So here you don't have to put a parenthesis, it's okay because this is plus. If this is minus, definitely you need to put a parenthesis. X squared minus 12x plus 36. Y squared plus 20y plus 100. Okay. Now we have x squared here, they can cancel out each other. Same thing for plus y squared. Okay. Negative 4x minus 12y plus 40. So how about this one? Minus negative 12x plus 20y plus 136. So I'm going to move all this term to the left hand side. Negative 4x minus 12y plus 40 plus 12x minus 20y minus 136 is equal to 0. So you can use your calculator to help you to solve it. Negative 4x plus 12x, you get 8x. So how about this one? Negative 32y. So how about the last part? Oh, sorry, it should be negative, this one. Okay, so this is the equation of the locus for point P. Let's go to the last part. Locus P intersect the y-axis at point E. So on y-axis, x equals 0, right? Determine whether the straight line BA and CE are parallel or not. So if you want to know whether BA and CE are parallel, we need to find their gradient. BA, the gradient for BA, and the gradient of CE, compare their gradient. If their gradient are the same, then they are parallel. If their gradient are different, then they are not parallel to each other. So what formula do we use to find the gradient? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? So for point B and point A, don't have any problem because we have their coordinate. Point C, we have the coordinate for point C as well, but the problem is we don't have the coordinate of point E. So let's find the coordinate of point E first. On y-axis, x is equal to 0, right? So since that this is locus P intersect the y-axis at point E, so I'm going to use this equation. X times 0 minus 32y minus 96 is equal to 0. So negative 96 is equal to 32y. So y is equal to negative 3. Right? Okay, now we got the coordinate of point E. X is equal to 0 because on y-axis, and y is equal to negative 3. Okay, now let me copy down the coordinate for each point that we need. Point B is 2, 6. Point A is negative 1, 0. Point C, 3, 2. Point E, 0, negative 3. Okay. Now let me find the gradient of BA first. 6 minus 0, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. 2 minus negative 1. 6, this is 3. So the gradient of BA is 2. How about the gradient of CE? 2 minus negative 3. And then 3 minus 0. Okay, so here we get 5. This is 3. Okay, different, right? So gradient of BA is not equal to gradient of CE. Therefore, BA and CE are not parallel. BA and CE are not parallel. Okay, so this is the answer for this question.